Hey, Brooke.
Hi, Connor.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. And how is everybody else doing here? Welcome back to Brooke and Connor Makeup Podcast, for one.
I think everyone in this space is doing well. Izzy, you good?
I'm all good.
Yeah.
So I finished tour over the weekend. I did my last show of my tour. We celebrated.
Yay, Connor.
Thank you.
We did celebrate. Finally, like sit back, relax, and kick your feet up for once.
I go to DC to finish off Jake's tour. I have DC, Boston, New York City, and Atlantic City over the weekend, and then I am
all
done.
Over one weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will be done, and then I'm done. I'm dusted for the summer.
Wow.
Which
so
is
like
just
all
fabulous.
Of July
I get the
August?
full month of July to reprioritize, finish moving in. Obviously, 7 months into my leave, I'm moving in. I'm getting situated. I'm going to learn things about myself and my body. I'm going to meet my neighbors. I'm going to build a community. I'm going to do all of that within a month.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, well, that being said, thank you. That being said, we celebrated in a big way on Saturday in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, I drank in a celebratory way. Drank so much. I am on day 3 of a hangover. Like, I just want to tell you, like, the time has come. The time is now that this is. Now I'm gonna have to. I think something happened in my body recently where it's like, oh, this is gonna be like you. I have to start planning in advance.
Like,
because I shouldn't be
your hangovers, like taking the days off.
Yeah, like I shouldn't be not 100% on Tuesday.
Can I ask, like, if this is day 3, what was day 1 of the hangover like?
At the airport.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, like, I don't care if this plane goes down.
Yeah.
Like, that would actually be the better of the options that I have right now.
Was like, what were your symptoms?
Just like complete disarray, confusion. My biggest thing
disorientation
is like
that's the worst.
Disorientation, but like my biggest thing is like I'm now going over every word I said to everyone last night. And obviously, like, I don't know a ton of people in Charlotte. I'm just hanging out with strangers. So it's not like I can debrief with these people that I will never see again. Like, you know what I mean?
What is on your arm?
Oh, now I'm glad you asked about that. So at my 4th show, we did 4 shows in Charlotte. I did this thing. I was so excited. I'm like, we're done. Let's jump. And
we're done. Let's jump.
That's what I'm always saying. We're done. Let's jump. They used to write songs about jumping in a celebratory way and jump, you know?
That is one of the best Glee numbers that no one talks about.
Oh, and I'm glad that like everything is connected and we were able to find that segue.
Yes, I agree.
So I run out. Maggie brings me out. It's the last show of 4 days. I run full speed from behind the stage. This is dead sober. And I jump in a Benson Boone kind of way. And I hit the sign of the comedy club full blown with my arm.
What do you like? That looks like it needed like pretty intense stitches.
I thought that I was going to need stitches. I had a long sleeve shirt on. I pulled it down over my arm. I could feel the blood, but I was like, this is one of those things. Like when I fell at the show in San Francisco, I was coming out. I fell. I thought everyone had seen it. So I did like 3 full minutes of jokes about falling and no one had seen it. So I was like, I'm not going to talk about my arm bleeding out. I was losing so much blood.
Could you not? Was your long sleeve shirt? That is like making me nauseous, just like the slit right now. So was there not blood pooling onto your shirt?
It's a fabulous shirt. I'll give them a shout out. It's from Huckberry. It absorbed all the blood from within and didn't seep through. They should look into making like pads.
That is a slice, Connor.
You know what? I know. And the thing is, I would have it covered up, but it's got to breathe a little bit. I've had it in bandages overnight because I don't want it to like bleed onto my bed if it decides to.
You were at war.
But all in all, great show. like, I guess I think I'm retiring from the dive bar post show.
Okay. And you are the people that you're like partying with like your fans?
I do end up going to every time I go to a bar, like it's like people that were at the show, and it's like, okay, this is my new chosen family for this evening.
Yeah.
You know, I probably shouldn't announce that on here, but it's not every time. Sometimes we do that. Like it was the last show of this tour, so we went out. Yeah, and then we have the shows this weekend with Jake.
Wow.
That I'm so excited about, and then it's summer.
It's summer. It's been summer, but then it'll really be your summer.
Yeah.
When does summer start for you? Like usually,
I would say like June to me feels like spring, but it is summer at its core because you do get out of like, if you think about like college and high school, you got out like June 5th, right?
I was going to ask, when did you get out for high school?
Yeah, like June 5th.
Yeah, to me, that's when summer starts.
But I'm seeing like a lot of proms happen right now. Maybe they moved it because of like global warming or I don't know, something.
I think like COVID shifted school schedules.
I think so too. Because graduations, I just saw, we were in Richmond, I think Virginia, and I was checking into the hotel and they were like, are you here for prom? And I was like, excuse me? And they're like, are you checking, is someone else here with you to check you? I go, no, it's just me. And they're like, all right, champ. Like, hey, I'm not here for prom. Like, I don't know how, they didn't believe me. But it was a prom and it was like, is it July right now?
Not right now.
Okay. Geez, that just scared me really bad.
Still
I guess, so it was the end of, or the beginning of May, and they were having, no, beginning of June. Okay, yeah, that's when prom is. Maybe nothing moved.
Okay.
Someone was talking online the other day how time has, or like our perception of time has shifted so much since COVID. And they were like, what do you mean you met your now husband that you have a baby with after COVID? Like it's been that long since COVID that like people have met other people, married them and gotten pregnant and had a baby. Like it's been that long since
it's been
lockdown.
5 years, right?
Yeah, but that's insane.
Yeah.
5 years since lockdown.
It is so scary how quickly time moves. Like once you get older, like a school year to me used to be eons. Like it never felt like I'd make it through September to June. And now September to June is just like a snap, which is very scary because like you're just like inching closer to the end.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Like at a
rapid Can we not do that? I told you I'm still not 100% off this hangover, and you can't be talking about how like mortal we are. Please.
Yeah. Sorry.
We could talk about being immortal. Like I probably should have died because of how much blood I lost over the weekend. And
speaking of immortal, what a fabulous segue. Izzy, the book that I read last week about a Fae warrior.
Oh my God.
Thousands of years old. The love of my life, Kingfisher. You guys have got to read Quicksilver. I mean, holy freaking Airball. Okay? Wow. The thing is, like, there are so many books out now.
You're saying holy Airball now?
Yes, thank you.
Holy
Quicksilver was such a holy freaking Airball. And Connor, remember the cover that I was showing you like a few weeks ago of that one I loved with the two people kissing on it?
Yeah.
This one is just one solo man on the cover, Kingfisher. It's maybe like a little bit worse than the Love Hypothesis cover. It's one that you might not think, hey, I want to read this.
I think a lot of people are reading this book right now. I've seen it on someone's stories.
It's mine probably, Connor. Might be my stories. I've been posting.
No, I saw it today.
It's so good, and it actually so many people don't like it, and that's fine. We can all have different opinions on books. I don't quite get that because it really is a Court of Mist and Fury and like Fourth Wing in another font. It's that classic like morally gray like old fae in a hot young body that is just like evil seeming, but really the greatest guy that I know. Okay, will die for his found family, and it's just holy Airball. Like that's all I can keep saying about it.
Well, holy Airball is like you read the situation wrong.
Not right. That's not how I'm using it.
Okay,
though.
yeah, okay. So language
I'm
is
reclaiming holy freaking airball. It's like, oh my God.
Holy freaking airball.
Underlined a quote, and I never do this. And everyone that says this book is poorly written, this is where I'm going to argue with you. I think it's okay that maybe this style of writing wasn't for you. Can't say it's poorly written. Connor, I think maybe even you will like this passage that I underlined because it's up your alley, okay?
It's up your alley.
Listen
and around
to this
the corner.
quote that gave me, the tears. I was like hurling sobs, okay? They're getting ready to hit the front lines of battle, okay? Huge battle coming up. Kingfisher, you'll see him on the front. He says, be relenting and unmerciful in the face of the wicked dead, okay? Ren laid a steadying hand on my shoulder. And if you should find soul sundered from flesh, order a drink for us at the first tavern you come across in the afterlife. We'll settle the tab when we get there. Holy frickin' airball. Like, does that not give you chills? We'll settle the tab in the afterlife.
I was just trying to understand what they were like, what context that's being.
They're getting ready to like risk their lives on the battlefield. And it's like, if you die, get me a drink in the afterlife. We'll settle the tab when we all meet. You can
cash
there.
at me when we after we've gotten across the rainbow bridge.
Yeah, it's like we can just don't even worry about that right now. Worry about taking care of yourself. If you make it to the afterlife, I don't even want you to worry about the bill.
Aww.
All that I need you to know is that we'll meet there.
I will definitely be following up in the afterlife saying, hey, I'm going to send you a little reminder. Hey, bumping this.
Yeah.
You do owe me $14 for that spicy marg.
So you can say you don't like a book. That's fine. You can't say that's poorly written because you know what I'm about to say?
Holy freaking airball.
Yeah. That's all I have to say. And this one's going to be made into a movie.
Oh, that's good.
On Netflix. I'm really excited. I just said, this is my new Bible. Yeah. Very
it sounded
smutty.
like a Bible verse when you first.
Yeah. Very smutty. I will say that.
It literally kind of feels a little bit not poorly written, but plagiarized from "Do Not Go Quietly into that Dark Night." Like it's that quote, kind of.
It's maybe inspired by some of the great literary classics.
Holy freaking airball.
Holy freaking airball. Y'all, I really liked this one. Izzy, I need you to read it.
I will. If it's going to be a movie, I'll do it.
Yeah, I really care for Kingfisher. At the beginning, I said, I'm not really sure that I could fall in love with someone named Kingfisher. He just goes by Fisher usually, so that's sweet. But yeah, really care for him.
Do you wash your fruit?
Yes, but just with water.
You rinse it?
Yeah. How about you?
So, well, I saw a TikTok the other day. I'll go and like if I'm walking by a bodega or something, like I'll stop in and grab, because I haven't been here that long, so I don't need like a bushel of bananas. I just need like 3
bananas. You said that like you're from Philly.
Bananas.
Am I crazy?
You said
bananas.
Yeah.
Bananas. You said bananas.
I know. I'm just like trying some stuff.
You don't need to wash bananas.
I know, but like sometimes I'll walk by and I'll get an apple.
That you need to wash. You need to wash the skin that goes into your mouth.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't think about it till today. I have been rinsing them, but like I think I need to use soap. Like that was put there by someone's hand, and how did it get even there?
Yeah, it is gross to think about. There's like specific wash for fruits and vegetables that makes
I'm gonna get it
more sense to me than using soap.
Because I started thinking about apples, and like that's like it has a lot of surface area. Like there's not a ton of crevices on an apple where like bacteria can get in and be like, I'm around here. You know, like it's gonna be on that surface. When I start thinking about broccoli.
Ooh, the crevices, nooks and crannies. Oh my.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I think I need to. That's just like a little update in my like an exciting thing I'm working on.
Grapes
this
are
summer.
tough too because there's just so many of them.
Oh, grapes!
And they're always like very matte with dirt.
Grapes are really freaky. I'm gonna ruin some people's day real quick. There was like a commonly known fact for a while that like vineyards that grow grapes would supply spiders like to the vineyards because they would eat the bugs that would like ruin the crops. And so there was a time, let me know if someone else remembers this, where like frequently people were getting bags of grapes and there was like a huge massive spider like in the grapes. Ooh.
I don't remember that, but I believe
Did
it.
I make that up? Izzy, do you remember that?
Kind of. I wasn't sure if it was like real or not, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw, like I used to see videos. That was like one of my biggest fears. I was a big grape head. Loved my grapes. But
Are you a green or red grape person?
red.
How about like white cherries or red cherries?
Red.
I like red grapes and white cherries.
You're kind of crazy.
Yeah, you could say that.
I also don't totally get bacteria. I want to put that out there because I was thinking about it the other day, and it's like what I rub up against a branch, and there's just bacteria that's been sitting and waiting to get on my shin. What? Why does it? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are germs everywhere? Like, you know the concept of germs, which like germs don't freak me out. To me, germs are like little kind monsters, like gooey. Are they just like sitting everywhere plotting on our downfall all the time? Are there germs everywhere?
I think there are germs everywhere, but like most of the time, your body is fine with them. It's just sometimes when your immune system is weakened, they're not fine with them. Like Rob. My baby with the weakened immune system, like he's more susceptible to germies.
Well, Google AI just hitting us right away. Yeah, germs are everywhere. Thanks, Google AI.
But not all bacteria is bad, which like
no,
I get
know
that, but like I don't do yogurt and shit like that because that's just like I can't. The idea of it being like bacteria.
You don't eat yogurt?
I don't do yogurt.
That's really crazy.
I don't like any of that like fermented stuff.
Cheese.
I don't do cheese except for if it's mozzarella, you know that.
Except for if it's mozzarella?
Or cheddar and a tuna melt. Or like pizza and mac and cheese and stuff like that. And I'll do burrata. But like the other things, like I don't fuck with like a cheese board. Unless there's mozzarella and burrata on it.
Or cheddar?
No, I don't do like a hard cheddar.
You
Only
do
if
do
it's
a
like
hard
in
cheddar.
mac and cheese
you
or
love
like a tuna
quesadilla.
melt. Oh yeah, or quesadilla. But you see what I mean? If it's like melted into another food, okay. But I'm not doing like a cheddar on its own. I'm not doing any cheese on its own unless it's mozzarella or burrata and like a caprese salad.
I'll tell you one of my lowest
Or
points.
ricotta.
While we're at it, any others? That's all the cheeses I know.
I like a sweeter, like, but I'm not doing brie.
Oh, I was going to ask about a brie.
Yeah, But it used to be like if there was like cheese, like or feta, like touching anything, I couldn't eat that thing. And now it's like I could brush it off and be okay.
But one of my lowest points in my recent life was right when I moved to LA. I remember this is when I thought I was really depressed, but I just had mono.
Yeah.
And I would do these like depression walks where I'd walk down to Whole Foods, I'd hit the pizza bar, and then I would walk through like the neighborhoods with the kids and everyone outside. I was at a very low point at this time, and I bought this piece of... What?
You're nadir.
Am I nadir? A lot of people would call this a nadir.
Yeah.
Recognition is so... Like now I see it 100%.
Yeah.
Big nadir vibes. Big nadir energy. And I am in this neighborhood, and I whip out my pizza. It's my first slice. I go, this will fix me. Fix me slice of pizza from Whole Foods. Take the first bite. Vegan cheese.
That's
I
dystopian.
said, you know what? I'm going to lay down under this tire and let them back up. This is just pointless.
That's one of the things that it just has not been mastered, which is so weird because it's like vegan milk is good. Like I'm totally on board with almond and oat milk. Why can't we transfer that into the cheese process?
They haven't figured out vegan cheese, and it's like it is a bummer for me because like I also love all the cheeses that you like. I'd say I'm a little bit more open-minded in terms of I love cheese.
Yeah, you're
I'll
very cheese forward.
I would eat a bag of shredded cheese with my hands, as a snack.
Yeah, I also like cheese sticks, like that are the polio ones. Polio.
I don't think the brand is polio.
I just transferred it to polio. where it's the cheddar and the white.
Oh, brilliant.
Just like in summary, I do not do cheese unless it's ricotta, burrata, mozzarella, cheddar melted into things, or the polio swirl cheese sticks.
And I'm glad you got that off your chest because it's important to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, HelloFresh. Summer for me is the season of doing things. I'm finally home for a little bit. And yeah, I'm cooking. I'm cooking at home. I'm going to make it a big deal too. I'm going to talk about it a lot.
HelloFresh makes it easier to fit quick, home-cooked meals into your schedule every week by curating delicious recipes right to your door. This summer, HelloFresh has made it even easier to enjoy delicious, healthy, and homemade quality meals with their new ready-made meals. These heat and go HelloFresh meals are ready in just 3 minutes. Every HelloFresh meal uses high-quality ingredients that travel from the farm to your doorstep. Choose from 60 recipes each week, plus tons of market items to add onto breakfast, lunch, and more.
All right, well, no one would know that I did just make the sweet chili pork bowls because I've stopped posting pictures of my food on the internet because I get absolutely eaten alive because they do. I mean, it's my slop that I feed myself, but it is so good. I also made the lemon buttered chicken from HelloFresh. They were so easy to make. I'm so excited for this summer to be doing this over and over and over again, and maybe I'll get brave and I'll post a story, but everyone just like don't roast me, don't toast me either.
Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/BNC10FM and get 10 free meals with a free item for life. That's hellofresh.com/BNC10FM for 10 free meals and a free item in every box. hellofresh.com/BNC10FM. One per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Cash App. Who do you think out of us two is the least likely to pay back on time?
I feel like I'm pretty good at doing that.
I think you are too. I've gotten better.
You have gotten better.
I would say that you are, like, I mean, just now, everyone, it's no secret, like, you're more type A, on time, doing these right away, getting things done. And I'm more like, what if I let this keep me up for weeks instead of doing the simple task?
You're well, I'm type B, but you've unlocked type C. So I may seem type A to your type C, but it's just that you're type C.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah, let's talk about it later. Cash App is a safe, easy, and fast way to send, receive, and transfer money to family and friends. It's super easy to get started. You just enter your phone or email and some other basic information. No bank account needed. Your money shows up right away, and if you're about to send money to a sketchy account, a scam warning pops up so you can double check your transaction.
I like Cash App, obviously, because it's quick, it's easy. If you don't have it, you can download it very easily, and then you get your money right away. There's no like waiting around. Just click.
For a limited time only, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, there's no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code BNC10 in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
That's money. Well, I will tell you a story.
Okay.
Okay. So many things happened to me last week, actually. I just realized. So I told you I went to get that lymphatic drainage massage.
The one where she was stepping on you?
No, this was different. Did I not tell you this?
No.
Yeah, so I went in.
Yeah, you did. Only via Snapchat when you were wrapped in like a trash bag or something.
So I go to get this lymphatic drainage massage, and I can't find the building. It ends up being there's obviously anything I booked, like, is going to be, I'm going to have like the scariest experience going into this place. I go in, it's like Severance. It feels like I'm in a Saw movie. These elevators are like industrial elevators that like you'd put staff on to go in the back way. Like, it was just crazy. And I finally find this place. Totally seems fine inside. Obviously, no one speaks English. I am like, hey, I'm late. Like, I couldn't find the place. She's like saying something to me, and I like got her vibe. Like, I got her energy, but I did not know what she meant. I knew she said, take off your clothes.
Wait, what were you confused about?
I will tell you what I was confused about. So
Thank
She
you.
goes, take off your clothes. She hands me something and she goes, shorts. And it's like a little baggie this big and you undo it. And it was like medical grade shorts, which were like elastic, but completely very like they were very showing of
medical grade elastic shorts.
they were made out of what a robe
Can you Google medical grade elastic shorts so I can get
medical
like, an
grade
imagery?
elastic? It was made out of like what an N95 is made out of. It's like mesh, but not.
Is this what you're talking about?
Can you zoom in on those? Yeah.
Okay, great.
But like mine weren't flattering like that. Like they were like very like very tight, and then you could see my penis. I don't know how else to say it. Like you could see it, and then I was naked otherwise, and she brings in this roll of plastic, and she starts just wrapping me as tightly as possible.
Like
When
saran wrap?
and she goes, you're gonna go. I like could kind of understand. She points at the sauna, and I think she said 20 minutes, which was like to me that's an absurd amount of time. It's 153 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh.
And I get in and I pull out my phone to take a Snapchat. Izzy, I'm gonna send this to you in real time too. It is one of the crazier things I've ever seen.
How do you bring your phone into the sauna?
I just requested it because I needed someone to see. Okay, here it comes, y'all. The outfit was
Yeah.
had the energy of going out in Vegas. She wrapped me
Kim
so
Kardashian
tight.
has worn that to an event.
I mean, it's a Balenciaga
It is
outfit.
Balenciaga.
I had full blown cleavage.
Yeah.
It had my tits touching my chin.
Did she
Okay.
wrap that around you?
It genuinely looked like I needed to be a girl's girl, Kylie Jenner style, and tell them to put 150 cc's below the muscle. Look at my boobs.
Did she wrap that around you, or did you do that
Wrapped
yourself?
it around me so tight. And I also brought my phone because I thought I should look at that screenshot.
What is that? Is that an A line? What is that type of cut called? Like a square cut. That's like my sweater right now. It's very in.
Well, it was the arms were not connected to the. Obviously, it wasn't. I didn't slip this on. She did my arms first,
Yeah.
and then she did my torso.
That
But-
is cleavage.
Holy freaking airball!
Holy freaking airball.
we are going.
And you're
out
doing the
tonight.
mesh shorts with this top?
Yeah, we're taking shots like at the bar. Get up, we're going to hide.
Wow. I wish you had done like a full mirror selfie in this fit.
I couldn't because she was just staring at me while I was in the sauna, and it was just like, oh, it was one of the funniest things. Oh yeah, here Izzy can make it and fake it right here.
Ooh, very hot. Well, how was the massage?
Okay, yeah, so that's next. Like, it's not lymphatic drainage massages on your body. Obviously, they want to hit your nodes so they can like drain your nodes. And so she's doing my stomach.
You have nodes in your stomach?
Yeah, she's doing like my abdomen, and she was really going hard. And it's not like a super pleasant experience, but you look pretty tight after. And I got a hernia. I'll just tell you that. She hit some node and it's bruised, and it is a hernia. I'm going to the doctor right when we finish recording.
I don't think you can get a hernia from someone activating your node.
I think I had a hernia and she rubbed it so hard that it became irritated.
Can we see it?
No. Thank you, though.
Can you? Is it visible though?
Yeah, it's bruised, but like it's not like swelling out of my stomach or anything.
You need a doctor in residence in your apartment.
Well, it's just I was just about to say it's one of the crazier things to be at an age where one, like a hangover
Back's
from 3
going out. You have a hernia. Like
I can't drink anymore. I get a hangover for 3 days. Yeah, it's like I need to be like winding down my life right now.
I had 2 ciders the other night, the night before my birthday, and I don't like, and I feel like ciders are usually like low alcohol content, right? As far as I'm concerned.
I think
like
they're pretty
Angry
like,
Orchard.
it's like a beer. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5%.
I was on my ass. Had to go like take myself home from the ciders. I was hungover for my entire birthday from 2 ciders. I had to get myself. I went into a Waymo. Have you been in a Waymo yet?
Not yet.
They said at the beginning to me, they were like, "You can sing at the top of your lungs. Like this is not recorded." I had the time of my freaking life. Holy Airball.
Wow, they tell you that you can sing at the top of your lungs?
Yeah, that's what we had discussed. And she put on Hamilton for me.
Wait, is it a robot?
Waymos are self-driving.
Yeah, but is there a person on the phone?
There is an automated young woman in the system.
And she said, "Hi, Brooke, you can sing as loud as you want."
150%.
Whoa.
That's what we had discussed.
Wait, you don't think that? I feel like Waymo should be recorded.
I think they're recorded at the beginning, like when you hop in and when you hop out, but not like throughout the duration of the ride unless you request.
You could be like peeing in the cars or like making love.
I mean, you could theoretically be making love in an Uber. Like I feel like people do that with like their drivers, and it's just like.
Do you know someone that's made love to their driver while in an Uber?
No, not with their driver.
Oh,
but like in the back, like people are always like hooking up in the back of Ubers. No, maybe not to completion. I have not come. That's not come across my desk. There was a Lyft driver I had in Austin, and he was telling me about how there was a couple in his back seat who wanted to hook up with him, both of them. Or it was maybe like a cuck situation. And she did take his hand on a wild ride in the back seat, I guess. Were you like, yeah, he's telling me the truth, or like there's no way?
He looked like Peter Pettigrew. So it's like impossible to say if he was telling... Pettigrew?
Like the rat from Harry Potter?
Yeah, like the rat man, yeah.
Okay.
It was a striking resemblance. They could be cousins.
I know Peter Pettigrew.
I know.
And he works at one of my favorite restaurants, which is challenging.
I mean, you know how I feel about sometimes the staff, like my dead tooth waitress that I just got up and I said, "I'm so sorry, I'm getting a call. I have to leave. I'm sorry, if you come over to the table and your dead tooth begins to bleed, I do need to find another seat."
And I think that's fine.
Walking me through the specials, just dumping blood out of your right canine. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
That's fine to say.
Why your tooth brown?
Yeah. Why your tooth bleed?
Why your tooth bleed here and now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that driver, I do think, was telling the truth because it was just like too detailed for him not to have been.
You know, that's what makes a good fiction writer, is having like too much detail that you have to believe it. That's what I've learned.
I mean, yeah.
As I read and study the written word.
I mean, yeah. I do want to know, just back to drivers. Like, I want to know. I've had the most unique experiences of my life in cars with people, drivers.
Because you're open. You have an energy about you that's like, bring it on.
It's
you get in the car and you're immediately like, hi, like very friendly, open body language. That's you. And that people receive that and they say, I'm going to give him what he's asking for.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hate that about me.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't want to be that person anymore.
And I'm never want to be like, oh, like you asked for it. That's not a thing that you can say. But you, period.
Yeah.
Holy freaking Airball.
I got really nervous because the first night I came home from North Carolina, I like slept on my couch because I haven't put my sheets back on my bed, which I'm going to do today. I'm going to lock in. I'm going to lock in and get the sheets on my bed. But I slept on the couch and I freaked out in the middle of the night because I kept smelling gas. So I kept getting up to check. Is my oven on? Like, is there gas in radiators? Like, is it from the street? Couldn't figure it out. I was sleeping on a lighter.
You were activating the lighter?
Yeah.
I can't even do that when I'm trying.
I know. Yeah, fully sleeping on a lighter.
Like one of the Bic ones, or when
Bic.
you're like, How were you activating that with your body?
I have no clue. But I like moved a certain way and I was like, oh, like, is that my hernia? Or are you just excited to see me?
Yeah.
And it was the lighter.
Interesting, Connor.
Yeah, it really is interesting. My life is crazy.
I saw you put something in the notes that I really related to. Because this had actually happened to me this weekend. When you said, in quotes, you're not going to like that one, end quote. What's a nice way to tell someone to change what they're doing in a photo?
Yeah, because we were doing a meet and greet in, where was I? In North Carolina. And there was a woman that was taking the photos of everyone. And she goes, oh, you're not going to like that one, honey. And I was like, that's like a really good way to put it. Instead of being like, hey, sit up straight. Or would you rather have someone be like, hey, sit up, like suck in?
No, I think that's a good way to
smile
put
different.
it. Until, let me raise you this. And this is what happened to me. Someone said to me, you're not going to like this one. Handed it to me. I thought I looked good.
Oh.
So that's when it gets sticky.
Okay. I always know. I'm always trying new stuff. I tried the soft smile for a little bit. And then I got like 3 photos back in a row that were just like, what in the fuck? Like, why are you trying to soft smile when you have no lips? There's just nothing.
We've seen this a few times with you trying to soft smile. You have great teeth. Show them.
I know, but you want to get to a point where you're like, oh, this is nothing new to me. I'm soft smiling here,
I think if you want to do closed mouth, you can't smile. You have to do more of, not that, but like a smirk. No, not that either. Practice in front of the mirror later. Like, I just don't think you can do like full, like ear to ear.
Do you like that?
That could be hot.
How's your, speaking of hot, how's it going on Hinge? Did you re-download yet?
I don't participate.
You're out?
So I don't know if you remember that I have been waiting for someone specific to match me back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I said I am giving him the year. So I don't do Hinge unless I'm checking it 18 times a day to see if he's had a change of heart. So that's really all I'm doing is just waiting for the one.
You know what sucks is he probably isn't even on.
So what we had discussed earlier is that he is constantly having that active now status whenever I delete my account and then find him again.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's the kicker. Is the active now status. But there is when I never get him again. Because like a lot of people, when I like them, and then they know me, they go back into my algorithm.
What do you mean?
Like if I like someone and they're like, no, I'm not into her, they'll press X and then I can get them again. Because I'm like back in the pool. But I never get him again, which makes me believe that I'm just like sitting in his likes. Like he's not interested, but he's not Xing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I just have all my likes kind of like sitting there.
Yeah.
I don't go through them.
I really think that something will happen there because I think that you're manifesting
this specific
it.
Young man?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're manifesting it in a big way.
Yep. So just checking on that 18 times a day and otherwise I'm not swiping.
Yeah, felt. I have some stuff I want to tell you about. One, our buddy Hank opened a restaurant in New York City.
I saw that.
It is just like full-blown in West Village. It is a full-blown operational restaurant. He has people coming in and out. The food is obviously it's to die for.
And it's called Salt Hanks.
Salt Hanks.
And it's sandwiches.
It's sandwiches.
Wow. I can't believe like a peer of ours has their own restaurant.
It was so special too.
Yeah.
It was just like everyone I know that lives here is there and he's opening a restaurant. Like he's a restaurant owner in New York City.
So is he actively cooking the food?
He will go back there, but he does have a chef for this restaurant that he trained.
Wow. I'm excited to go.
I know. I mean, you're gonna die. The sandwich is so
my mouth is watering looking at the bread.
It's French dip. Obviously that's one of the, just regardless, that's one of the best sandwiches ever, but it's Hank's. So that shit's good.
I've never had Hank's cooking.
What? Oh, it's pretty unbelievable.
I always said to the two of you when you lived together, hey, y'all invite me over sometime. Never made it work. That looks good.
Yeah, right now it's just the French dip.
Wait, what is that?
The French dip.
No, that brown stuff.
Onions.
Whoa.
Sauteed.
I love onions.
I mean, they're so unbelievably good.
I like a piece of plain pizza with just raw onions on it. What does that elicit in you?
You're a real big freak.
Ooh, that looks good. Are those crunchies?
There's shoestring French fries as well that you put on for crunch.
My God.
There's something about a sandwich that, like, when I had to eat that
no one's doing it like that.
When I had to eat a sandwich like that in front of people, it is really hard because you have to like unhinge your jaw because it's so big.
This is a restaurant that should have solo dining, like pods. So you eat isolated. I'm
big on solo dining, or maybe like the manila folders that you put up around your tests in high school so that people didn't cheat off of you. Like if you could do that just for my bites. Dividers.
Yeah.
I think
this restaurant should come with dividers.
I think restaurants should have dividers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sandwich that you do not go to Salt Hank's on your first date. I'll say that.
I'll say that much. Yeah. You should pitch the idea of dividers.
I might, because we were at this like launch event with all these people, and I was like, I can't, like, I was Squidward with the Krabby Patty trying to take that little tiny bite before I fell in love, and it goes it all goes to your hips, by the way.
That's
like one of the,
so good.
You gotta come back and try it.
Yeah, I do.
That's why the concept of it all going straight to your hips is so crazy, because when I gain weight, it just happens only in my face.
Really? I'm so jealous.
What does it mean going to your hips? Like,
that means that your weight goes to your hips.
What, like your ass? That'd be great.
No, your hips.
Your hip, like on the side of you?
Yeah, that where your hips are.
You gain weight in the side of you?
Yeah, in your hips.
In your hips, so below your waist.
So
your
when
hips.
it goes to your hips, that's like you gain weight in your hips.
How is that? Does that happen to people?
Yep, some people gain weight in their hips.
Whoa, I'm jealous. That'd be great.
Connor, it's not.
I'd rather have it in my hips than my face.
No, you think that.
I don't want weight in my face.
I gain weight in my hips, and it like makes my body really, really like disproportionate.
I wonder how it would look on a guy like me to gain weight in my hips.
I wonder.
We'll truly never know, because it's all happening in my face right now.
Happening in the facial region. I saw Materialists last night.
It's horrible.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
I did not think it was that bad.
I lied. I didn't see it.
I didn't think you did.
I don't know why I decided to lie.
But everyone
right
is hating on it so much. And if you don't know, this is the movie with Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans and Pedro Pascal. The problem is that it's being marketed as like this new, like rom-coms are back. And it's not like a rom-com in the sense that, in the traditional sense, like at all. It's more of like a romantic drama with a few comedic elements. So I think the marketing is really the issue there. It was not horrible. It was definitely entertaining. I love Dakota Johnson. I actually didn't feel anything for Pedro and Chris before this. Like they were not really on my radar. I definitely care for both of them now. I think they're great guys.
Dakota?
Yeah, I love Dakota. I've always loved Dakota.
Oh, okay.
The thing about Dakota is she's always going to be waking up in a millionaire's penthouse looking fresh-faced in a shirt that she's completely drowning to the gods in. She's also always going to be running her finger over someone's scars. Very, very niche.
Oh my
Dakota
gosh, she would
Johnson role.
love my gash.
Holy freaking Airball, she would. Once that heals up.
I don't know. I feel like she would maybe do it raw.
Okay. But yeah, it really like was not horrible. It was definitely trying to do too much. Like it was trying to do like too many genres at once, which I feel like only like few things can pull off.
I mean,
I think it should have either stuck to like romantic comedy or drama or just being like a story about her. It was doing too much.
She could fill that role of maybe. I think it's a huge claim to be like rom-coms are back when they're not. And you and I obviously have like a lot to say about rom-coms. And I hold them very closely to my heart because it's like we lived through one of the greatest rom-com periods that will probably ever exist. I would say it's 2006 to 2012.
How lucky were we? And we had no idea. And guess what? They're timeless. Crazy Stupid Love was the last good one. When was that?
That was 2012, I think. 2011. There's some outliers, by the way, too.
Who?
2011. Like
What
there
are
are
the
some
outliers?
there's some random ones that like fall way out that I'm like, okay, that is a classic, but it skews the results a lot.
I'm curious what like the last good rom-com was.
They're gonna like if we typed that in on Google, it's gonna be like Anyone But You.
Oh, Always Be My Maybe. About Time is not a rom-com.
Yeah, I do think that they get confused about in the same way that they put like the under 30-minute episodes of like a series. They put those in the comedy section for some reason.
Easy A. When was Easy A?
Easy A was good, but I feel like Easy A also falls into this like
2010. Less rom. More calm. Yeah, that's very true. But I honestly think it's worth seeing.
Okay.
Materialist. Also, the theater I was in, the crowd was like LOLing a lot, so that obviously helps, like the theater ambiance. And there was this one scene where like Pedro Pascal is like being a good guy, essentially, and it's just like, you have worth, Dakota Johnson, like you're valuable. This woman in the theater let out a moan.
No.
Like she wasn't trying to be funny. Like it was truly an older woman who just unleashed.
No.
At just the very sound of Pedro Pascal being like a good guy.
No.
A moan of ecstasy. Everyone in the theater in response to that lost it. Because she was really just like a woman.
A woman in heat.
She was completely in freaking heat.
Holy. Wow. That's
I know you're
like,
trying not to say holy freaking airball.
I get stuck in my head now. Holy freaking airball. That like let's get this girl to bed.
Like I was just like, I see my future and it is not necessarily bright. I just do see it.
It is wet.
It's there. It's there.
Oh my gosh. She's going to have a wild Waymo home.
Sure is. But
try to do the moan that she did.
I'm not going to do it because it's like not appropriate. It was from her soul. It was from her core.
Oh my gosh, to let out a guttural moan in public is really like, I needed this.
Also, the only reason I was going to the movies last night is because I needed peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
That's my go-to movie snack. I feel like if I had to guess, it's most people's go-to movie snack. No? In terms of
I can wrap my
chocolates?
head around it. Mine is red vines.
That's not that's not typical, I don't think.
Licorice, Swedish fish, or I'm going popcorn and Diet Coke. Thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.
I feel like popcorn, like peanut M&Ms. Anyway, this is the second time I've gotten to the movies and there have not been any peanut M&Ms. And that's the only one that's really missing, which makes me think that it is the one in highest demand. So I go up to the counter. I'm like, hey, do you have any peanut M&Ms back there? And they say, no, we usually run out of those like by like nighttime movies. And it's like, okay, then that means you need to get more.
It's time to start thinking in advance.
And also most people go to the movies at night. So like that's when you should have the peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
Anyway, I did something I'm not proud of. And I was like, when I was in the movie theater, I realized when I was doing this thing that if somebody else was doing it, it's something that I would have spoken about on the podcast. So I was thinking like, oh, I just realized like if this girl next to me is a podcast, she's going to be speaking about my behavior. tomorrow. And what I did was, it wasn't like I just needed something sweet, and I had a packet of Smucker's jelly in my purse.
Of what?
Smucker's jelly.
Oh, Brooke. Oh.
Needed something sweet.
Oh, man.
It's not good, but like it was something that if I saw someone, and I wasn't thinking much about
What
it.
did you do? I mean,
I just had, I ate it.
With your finger?
No.
Oh, don't act like it was ridiculous for me to assume you ate it off your finger.
No, what?
What vehicle did you use to
just
get that
slurped it.
out with your tongue, Brooke?
No, with like my lips.
Is it a jar? Was it a jar?
No, it was like
Oh, like a little packet?
yeah, a packet.
Oh.
It was like kind of like
It was
an
like
oyster, like
it's
how
like
you
a
eat an
shooter.
oyster.
Yeah,
It was
it's
a
like-
shooter. It was
Yeah.
no big deal.
No,
but
that's like a
it was
that's
no big deal. I needed something sweet, but if I was thinking like, oh, if the girl next to me is a podcast, she'll probably be like, oh, the girl next to me was shooting Smuckers.
I mean, if there was someone next to you that saw you eating jelly and then this lady's fingering herself, I'd be like, I had the most insane movie theater experience of my life last night.
I mean, everyone in that theater was on their own journey. That's what I'll say.
Everyone had their
But
own
hey,
path.
you're not going to give me peanut M&Ms. I'm going to have to take drastic measures. If I have a little bit of something to take the edge off in my fanny pack, I'm going to shoot it up.
My God.
I love jelly. Strawberry.
Yeah, I like jelly. I like preserves more now. I like a little crunch. It's crazy that I was born in a place of no pulp. If I had pulp, I would physically like gag. And now I
always
love
liked pulp.
I love pulp. I love like in preserves when there's like seeds and shit
Yeah.
and like jelly. Get loaded up. Give me some fiber.
That is the definition of oomph.
Oomph.
Yeah.
Whoa, Brooke, you just sent me to a dark place.
What do you mean?
Oomph. Well, that's like OG texting. Oomph.
No, that's one of my followers.
Oh, I was thinking like UNF, like oof, like what that
No,
the
this
sound
is
that
like
lady made.
oomph, like OOMPH, right?
Oomph.
Or is it UMPH? It might be
Oomph?
UMPH. Like a little bit of
Oomph?
oomph, like a je ne sais quoi.
A little bit of oomph. I don't know that one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not-
OOMF is one of my followers or friends.
But you're
How
saying
about
like
UMPH?
you're saying like that shit'll make your pussy throb, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. I know, I got you.
Yeah. OOMPH. The quality of being exciting, energetic, or sexually attractive.
Yeah.
Not quite.
oomph.
Well, how about what's UMPH? Same thing. So maybe I'm just thinking of je ne sais quoi.
Ooh, I don't like that.
I don't know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
we got close enough with that. You want to hear something crazy that happened at my show
Yeah.
while we were in the green room? So obviously, like I told you last week, like I just had anxiety about obviously the U.S. going to war and things and all of that stuff happening and
That's
like being
really
in
valid. Yeah.
being in New York too. I was just like freaked out. So I was like really excited to go to Charlotte, and just because I figured Charlotte's like probably like a safe bet. Did you know that like Iran like tweeted about Charlotte, North Carolina, like while I was there,
No.
like by name?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
know. Also, it's
So-
just like so Black Mirror to be like, did you see Iran tweeted? Like, just like,
Did you
imagine like
see-
World War II, like the countries being able to just tweet at each other. Like the Axis powers, like tweeting the allies and just being
Like no,
like, heads up.
it's not even like they're not like subtweeting each other. They're not being passive aggressive. They're like,
No, they're
oh yeah,
communicating.
Charlotte, North Carolina. What do you mean by
It's
that?
So fucked. Anyway.
Well, I have like a fun evening planned.
Oh, tell me.
I'm going to walk with some friends and we're going to drink a can.
Ooh, where will
We're
you
gonna go-
walk?
we walk over to Little Italy because all the Italian people like are so nice and like friendly and come out and talk to you and stuff. So I want you to go in their restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's just like a really fun time.
Do you think you'll have Italian food?
Maybe, Brooke. I might.
That's so good.
I just like, I'm in a place right now. I'm done with tour. I can finally start like curating what I eat in a bigger way than what I've been doing. And I don't know if Italian food fits into my plan for that.
Okay. You'll let us know.
Yeah, I'll keep everyone abreast. Like my tits in that sauna, I will keep you abreast.
You know Sushi Fumi?
Yeah,
This is my favorite restaurant in LA. For those of you that don't know, it's sushi, and it is so good that people start lining up at 5:30 when it opens. And if you're not like in line for the 5:30 rush, like you'll have to be put on the wait list, and you can wait for it. It could be hours. So I'm always getting there at 5:10. Okay. And if your whole party is not there, you cannot be seated. And then you're pushed into the pool of people who need to wait hours. Okay. I'm starting to lose friends over my behavior in regards to the Sushi Fumi line. If I have friends that are like gonna meet me there and they're late, it's like, hey, by the way, like I can't save you a seat. Like you can't join me for dinner if you're not here by the time the doors open. Like I'm not waiting. I got here at the appropriate time. If you weren't able to do so, like I'll see you tomorrow. What do you think about that?
Valid.
Do you think valid? Like
Yeah.
it's really like a few of us went for my birthday and I was like, hey y'all, like I'm getting there at 5:10. Our whole party will need to be there or we can't be seated by 5:30. And there were a few people that were like, I'll be there at 5:35. And I was just like, it's not going to happen for you today, champ. Like you will not be able to join us for dinner.
Yeah, it's also hard because you guys have to drive. Me in New York for 1 month.
Yeah, we have to drive
that must be hard
too.
for you guys because you have to drive.
The hardest part, what's really hard is that like you get up, you're in line, it's 5:30, you get up, they say how many, you say 5, but there's 4 of us here right now, one's parking. That one parking, go home. It's just going to be 4 of us tonight. They are running a tight ship and they have to.
It's a small restaurant.
It's a teeny tiny restaurant, 40 people occupancy, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm starting to lose friends.
Valid. You got to cut people out of your life that no longer serve you.
Literally.
Did you see the let them thing? Like I missed that whole section on online where people were talking about like Mel Robbins let them.
You are the one that's taught me about that.
Oh, I didn't hear any. I think I've spread misinformation. I don't know what she meant. I've made up my own.
Well, you were teaching me about her just like getting up and not having coffee and making your bed.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny about me now? Now I've been informed that she's not a doctor and she's not licensed in anything.
Yes, that's what I've heard.
So I don't like. I need people to have like some sort of like license to tell me what to do.
But I'm curious. Like, I don't know anything about her. Like, was she saying that she's a doctor? Was she false advertising? So then is it fine just to be like, hey, here's how I operate? Like, it might help you.
Yeah, I guess
if
you
you're
could
not
just
a
be like
doctor.
straight up. You could just be a motivational speaker. Maybe I'll look into it.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, which like I love self-help stuff. I told you that 100 times. Like
I know that.
I love a little bit of like what's my flavor of what's my new obsession for the week in terms of like things that I do right now obsessively, and then I'm gonna stop doing them.
Yeah.
Down the road. I'm living in a constant state of just sweat right now. It is so hot in New York City. It's like 100 degrees outside right now, and my AC can't keep up. And one of the reasons I was so excited to move into a place with air conditioning was because my last place didn't have that.
Yeah.
And I had that summer of just like utter dismay. Just like, there's no way this is, like I couldn't sit on my couch last summer because it was like, I'm sweating through my back.
Right.
Into my couch, and it's gross. And I said, never again.
You need to get the N95 shorts for days like those.
No, those stayed at my lymphatic drainage masseuse's house. I don't think I'm gonna do any more of those. Except people were leaving comments the last time I got one and I got it on my face and they're like, Connor's looking really good.
Ooh.
And I said, you can attribute that to the lymphatic drainage because Connor has been eating and drinking to his heart's content recently.
I do notice, like, if I use a like face tool or like dip my face in ice, like I look better objectively.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just got this thing. It's a like face sized like little pool, and you put ice and water in it, and then you dunk, and there's a snorkel.
Send me the link.
I'm gonna send you the link. There's a little snorkel, and you can just have your face underwater the whole time and be breathing through the snorkel.
I guess you could do that with a bucket and a straw.
100%. Yep, you could. Now I spent money on this. So.
Although, can you breathe out of your mouth only and not your nose? I guess if you're plugging your nose. No, you can also. You can be a mouth breather, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Another trend that I want to do is the mouth tape, because I've been seeing, unless I'm being absolutely scammed on TikTok Shop, but I get those all the time. It goes, every time I open TikTok, hey, fat face. Do you have a fat face, you fat face bitch?
Cortisol face.
Cortisol. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Hey, fat face.
Yeah.
Ow, I just opened the app.
I know. People are really mean to me about my cortisol on TikTok. But
What's
then
the
all the
obsession?
comments on like the cortisol face and stomach TikToks are like, this is not true. I need an oracle.
I know.
I need an almighty person. Hank Green. That's what Hank Green is, genuinely.
No, I know. I know what you mean. I also just like, I know we're in the age of like beauty hacks and lifestyle wins and all this stuff. Just like, can you give me a pill that is just like everything?
100%.
You guys, everyone loves pills. Find me an anti-anxiety, low cortisol, vitamin C, magnesium, Ozempic, and then also steroids. I want to get big and tight. And also like I want to sleep good. Like put everything into one. I'll take it 5 times a day.
They had like, you remember those like Cara vitamins?
Yeah.
Where you could be like, this is what I need, and they'd give you the vitamins. Let's do that, but make it a harder drug in one pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or, like,
I'm on board.
If I need to take like a shot in my butt like once a month, it's just like everything I need, I'll do it.
That's what I was going to say. I will shoot up if you just get it all into one little device.
Put it all in one place. I'm not doing 16 Nutrafol pills with breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
No. Make it a vape.
Make it a vape.
Like let's put it in a binky. Put it in a vape.
Put it in a powder, put it in a vape, put it in a shot, put it in a pill. I do not care. Put it in me.
Put it in me.
Put it in. Amen.
Come on down and put it in me.
And with that,
holy freaking Airball.
thank you for letting me know. And I'll be seeing you in the bonus.
Yeah, let's get out.
We are not recording next week. We're taking a little break for the 4th of July. Hope everyone has a fabulous 4th. We love you.
Everyone be safe.
Be
no one
safe.
needs to have a 3-day hangover. No one needs that, you guys. Take it from me.
And if you do need to have one, plan accordingly.
Don't start the new year with a 3-day hangover. Trust, or I guess it's not the new year.
Summer.
Any day can be the start of a new year if you just keep an open mind.
And with that, thank you. And holy freaking Airball. This week on Close Friends. Wait, I'm genuinely getting dizzy.
No, don't feel dizzy.
Big Bear.
Big Bear.
Ah, Big Bear.
To be a big bear at this time.
Our friend Emma was like filming it, but accidentally had a filter on my face. So I'm going to send you what that looked like. Oh my God. What the helly?
No. Oh my. Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.